Thank you so much for joining in today for a session from medication to meditation. I hope everyone is doing well. We are meeting after a couple of weeks. Last week we did not have a session due to a public holiday, and I hope everyone is eager to get started and get into the session. It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, who's Rishika Malviya. She's a spiritual leader, motivational speaker, and meditation practitioner who is practicing spirituality for more than 12 years. Rishika has given life skills coaching and delivered motivation speeches in various IT organizations like TCS, Infosys, United Health Group, Easy Software. She is a firm believer of the motto, "When I change, my world changes." Currently, she is pursuing Masters of Science in Counseling and Spiritual Health. She has also been a vice president, part of Northwest Toastmasters Group in Pune. She's completed her engineering in the year 2011 and is now working as a data analyst in a healthcare domain in an IT firm, and is having more than 10 years of experience in the IT industry. Her hobbies include meditation, reading motivational books, gaining spiritual knowledge, and helping people in maintaining a healthy lifestyle and explore their inner selves. Very good evening, Rishika. Thank you so much for joining in today.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? As we start the session, let's pause for a minute and let's just relax. If you are doing anything, if your mind is somewhere else, if you are thinking about something else, just for 1 minute, leave everything. Why? Because this time is my time. I want to utilize this time for my own self. Okay? So let's sit back comfortable. Withdraw yourself from all the surroundings physically and mentally. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe in all the freshness, the positivity, the divinity, the oxygen in the air and in the surroundings. Even if there is just 1% positivity, let's breathe in that. Breathe out all the stress, all the negativity, all the expectations, anything that brings me down. Let's release it today. Let's breathe out that today. I am absolutely relaxed. I withdraw my mind from anywhere else. I withdraw my heart from anywhere else. This is my time. I'm going to enjoy next 1 hour fully because I deserve it. Again, a deep breathe in and a deep breathe out. All right, let's have a poll now. I want to know, how is everyone doing? Shiva, is it good time to launch the poll?
Yes, yes. The poll is now
Thank
launched.
you.
And Rashika, this small announcement that I wanted to make before we fully go into the session. We will be giving out a 500 rupees Amazon voucher for the most active participant for the session. So
Wow.
we request everyone to be as active as you can in the chat box and also asking questions and participating at anywhere that you see an opportunity. And we will announce the winner after the session. Thank you so much. So, Rashika, 50% of the people are saying they're awesome.
Hmm.
Close to 49% of the people are saying they're healthy,
All
and
right.
only 6% of the people said they're not okay.
Not okay.
So we have an amazing audience today in the session.
Absolutely amazing. And here is my question. When we are already awesome, when we are already healthy, do we really need session? Shall we close? Say bye bye? Why do we need this session? In 1 minute, we are feeling already healthy. We are already awesome. Why do we need this session? We would need some more to be better. Absolutely. You know what? It's very easy for a minute to feel awesome, to feel great. Okay? We know what to do. We just relaxed our mind. We felt awesome. We know how to do because the session is already getting recorded. We can listen to it again and we can do the same thing. But we are having this 1 hour of session just to understand why to do it. We all know everything. This is nothing new I'm going to talk today. But the new thing is why to do it. You remember a small child, or when we were children, little children, we used to have a lot of fun when we were learning something new, or when we were playing, when we used to watch television. Well, my personal favorite was Noddy, but anything, whatever we used to do, we used to have a lot of fun. However, when we had to go to school, when our teacher used to say, just write A, in writing that one A, it used to take a lot of time. We know what to write, we know how to write, but the problem was we did not know why to write. And then next 15, 20 years we went on, and today we are seeing the fruit of it. Okay? So the most important thing is understanding whatever we are doing, why it's important. And once we understand why it's important, the how is easy, the what is again very, very easy, but the why is the most important. Okay, so let's move on to understand why it's important to move from a journey of disease to ease. Okay, so anyone, one or two people would suffice. What is a physical health? I want to know. If anyone can unmute themselves and give me the answer, what is physical health?
People who want to answer can raise their hand. I can move them to the panel and we can discuss it here. Okay, we have a raised hand here.
Just, yeah, tell me, what is physical health?
Okay. Bhakti, you can, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself and answer.
It's the body condition, the condition of your, the organs, I would say.
How would you know that I'm looking healthy? How would you know?
You can feel fresh, or you will
Hmm.
feel like energetic,
Hmm.
and like you can take any task, whatever is asked for.
Okay.
Not just by yourself, by somebody else also.
Absolutely. That is physical health. Which means, thank you so much, Bhakti, for your response.
Sure.
Which means all my organs are working fine. If I do something like this, am I feeling healthy? Or if I just keep my hand on my stomach, am I feeling healthy?
Not really.
No, no, right?
No.
Just by looking at someone, we can say this person is healthy or not. Why? Because we are a little bit deviated from our normal being, from our natural state of body. Okay? So, the another important question is then, what is a mental health? Can anyone tell me? Physical health, we understand it's very easy. What is mental health?
The emotional state of being or your feelings.
Hmm. Okay. That is mental feelings, emotions. What is mental health? Anyone else would
We
like to
have,
answer?
yes, we have a couple of other raised hands. I'm getting Sagar Jadhav onto the panel.
What
Uh,
is mental health?
Mental health means we handle the stress in a good way.
We
Uh,
handle stress in a good way. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Related, what about other people think? We handle in
Hmm.
a good way,
Hmm.
easily,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
happy mind, active
Hmm.
mind,
Hmm.
and sleeping well.
Sleeping well, happy mind, active mind. Stress wala point is somewhat we will discuss because my personal opinion, stress and happiness doesn't go together. Okay, we can be motivated to do everything, but stress a little bit. All right, anyone else? What is mental health?
sure. I think we have Rajendra who wants to answer. Rajendra, you can unmute yourself and answer. Rajendra Nagila. Okay, I think he's
We
unavailable.
have people saying in chat as well, being strong in
Yes.
situation and handling everything,
Okay.
nice sleep and free from stress. Absolutely, all this is mental health. So we all know being happy, being active, nice sleep, stress free, being active is mental health. So when we say, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling depressed, do you think any of this is a sign of mental health? Yes, no, I am sad, I am depressed. Is this mental health to some extent? Many people say yes, very good. So, we are in a situation today when we say, okay, depression is fine, it's normal, right? Like now we say, headache is fine. Yes, yes, or we are just kind of confused. We do not know because everyone is having stress. So, let's say stress is normal, it's natural, we are still healthy. All right, let's look what we have in the upcoming slides. And at the end of the session, we will decide what is mental health and being stressed, being sad. Is it really being healthy? Or is it doing something bad to me, to my body? Okay, let's move forward. Every single thought and emotion have impact on every cell of body. You see, from minus to plus, the negative to positive, every single thought. It means when I say, I am feeling very sad today, it's a thought. And along with that comes the emotion of sadness. Okay, I see I'm feeling very depressed today. We are feeling very good today because, of course, it's Friday and lined up is the weekend. But whenever we say, I'm feeling very sad, then I say on the Sunday evening, oh, again, it's Sunday. Tomorrow I have to work again. Every single thought and emotion have impact on every cell of the body. And when I say every cell of the body, it means every organ, every nerve, everything, because cell is the smallest thing in the body. Okay, so every single thought and emotion have impact on every cell of the body, which means when I am feeling sad or I am creating the thoughts of sadness, actually my entire body is becoming sad. And when I'm happy, I'm feeling healthy, actually my entire body is feeling healthy and happy. Okay, let's consider a scenario. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the time whenever you were really tired, okay, but you heard something very good, a good news, and suddenly the blood circulation in the body increased, and then you were ready to do everything. For example, you did the sport entire day, or you did something which was very tiring the entire day, but at the end of the day you got a reward. Finally, you will feel tired or you will feel happy about it. Would you like to sleep or would you like to celebrate? Because normally, when we are tired, we want to sleep. Or when we are tired, along with that, if we are sad, we just want to go at our room and, you know, just shut off everything and sleep and watching our mobile, right? So, this means even if I am doing everything, but at the end of the day, I am glad, I am happy, even if my body was tired, but due to the emotions and thoughts that I created at the end of the day, my body wants to do more. My mind wants to do more, which means it doesn't matter how much we are doing. What actually matters is how we are feeling, what kind of thoughts I'm creating, right? That will decide, can I do more or I'm just done for the day, right? The same happens with the sleep. Very satisfactory day, very productive day, sleeping peacefully. We did a lot, but nothing came out. The emotion is of sadness. We are not even able to sleep. That's where we say every single thought and emotion have impact on every cell of body. Like in the starting of the session, we started with the nice words, beautiful words, relaxing words, and we were feeling great. We were feeling awesome. We were feeling healthy. Okay. If 1 minute can do this much, imagine how much we are thinking throughout the day. 50 to 60,000 thoughts per day. That's what scientists are saying nowadays. 50 to 60,000 thoughts per day. How much we are thinking and how much our body is getting impacted because of that thinking. Okay, this was based on experience. However, there are many case studies which are there, and they say how every single thought have the impact on every cell of the body. Here comes the picture of pituitary gland. Does anyone know what is a pituitary gland? Let's see in the chat. No. Very good. That's where I come into picture. No, again. First time hearing. Beautiful. So today after this session, we have to go back and do some research about it. Okay? Pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is a small pea-sized gland that plays a major role in regulating vital body functions and general well being. It is the master gland of the body. It is situated at the base of our head. This is the most important gland to regulate and control all our body functions related to digestion, related to anything you can think of, hormonal regulation, body functions, and general well being. It's straight in my head. It is referred as the body's master gland. This gland, which is actually controlling and regulating all my body functions, is situated right here. Okay? Right here, inside the brain. And where is all the stress? Where is all the sadness? Where is all the worry? Is it also there in the mind? Yes, the pituitary gland, the most important gland, is in the here, brain. And everything else is also here in the brain. Do you think that if my mind is disturbed, will it impact pituitary gland? Do we today hear the diseases like lifestyle diseases? You know what? When we go to the doctors who are PhD, who are big specialists in their specialization, whatever they are very, very good at, if you go and ask them, what is a lifestyle disease? They will say, the way you have your food, the time you sleep, the time you wake up, all this is lifestyle disease. But no one is telling us the way we think, because the way we think decides how is our lifestyle going to be, isn't it? When an alarm just vibrates in the morning, it is what I think. Do I need to snooze it? Do I need to switch that off? Or do I need to really wake up in the morning? It's all about what I think, what I choose, what I decide. Isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Just think about it. This is a time for realization for all of us, actually, to understand all these lifestyle diseases are nothing but our choices. Our health reflect our choices. So this gland, when there is a lot of stress in the mind, when there is a lot of worry, when we do not know what to decide, we have so many options today. This gland is getting impacted with every single thought. And then how is the condition, situation of our thoughts? How is the quality of the thought? So is going to be the health of our entire body, because there is a direct impact of our thoughts, because thoughts is nothing physical, right? It's subtle, it's energy. The energy vibrates in the entire brain. The energy vibrates in the entire body. So the pituitary gland becomes impacted, and that's how the every cell of our body gets impacted. So this was a kind of scientific way. There are many scientific studies that are happening today to understand how our thinking impacts our body, how our thinking impacts every cell of our body. Okay, so here comes another experiment. There is a person called Masaru Emoto who is from Japan. I think many of us would have heard about him, because I heard about him in like 10 years ago. Okay, this is a very, very famous experiment done by Masaru Emoto, who says that everything in our surrounding has an energy or vibe that can have a positive or negative effect. What he really did is, it's very interesting. He took two water bottles. Okay. On one, he just wrote love. On another one, he wrote hate. He conducted this experiment in a school, and then There were many, many children in the school. He just put those two bottles in the school, and then he asked the students, whenever you pass from here, the bottle where love is written, just create a thought and say, I love you. Okay? And the bottle where hate is written, just create a thought and say, I hate you. You have to just do this much, nothing else. This experiment went on. And after few days, when he finally checked what was the impact of those thoughts and words on the water, he himself was very, very astonished. What he says that the crystals of the water were behaving very, very differently for the love and for the hate. Okay, he said whenever the water it had the love, the crystal became like this because people were saying, I love you. And wherever there was hate, the water crystal became like this, which says evil, hate. Okay. And based on that experiment, he did many, many more experiments around the water where he asked people to say thank you, then wisdom, truth, eternal, I love you, peace, you fool, polluted water before prayer, polluted water after prayer. Every time in his experiment, what he saw was based on our thoughts and based on our words, the crystal structure of the water, the color of the crystals was changing every time. Like here we say very dark, very dull color, but the love, wisdom, truth, peace, the color is radiant, the color is glowing. Okay. Finally, what he says, that is a revelation. Our body is made up of 70% of water. And then he says an unborn child is 90% water. You can think how much we are thinking negative, how much we are creating hate, jealousy, sadness, depression in our body. And when someone asks, is it healthy mind? Is it mental health? We say yes. Think again. Learn about these experiments. Go through these experiments. They are really important for us. Whenever we are creating a beautiful thought for ourselves first, okay, we are not even going to others. We have to think how much I am thinking of myself. We are thinking, am I audible? Okay, all right.
Yes, Rashika, you are.
When I think I am no good, when I think I hate myself, when I think I cannot do anything, just imagine the water formulations. Sorry. The water formulations which is happening like this, the gray color, the dark color, that kind of water formulation is happening inside our body and we are not even aware of it. And then we say, yeah, being depressed is normal, being depressed is healthy. Sometimes we get sad and depressed, no, that's fine. No, that's not fine, because sometimes we get sad, sometimes we get depressed, sometimes we create hatred, sometimes we create jealousy. Sometimes we think I am no good. Sometimes we think other person is not good. So basically, if we keep a chart of our thinking, of our emotions, of our feelings, most of the time we are creating negative thoughts. What is happening to the water which is inside the body? Instead of that, how about saying, I love myself? How about saying, I'm a truthful being? How about saying, I'm a peaceful being? How about saying, I am beautiful the way I am? You understand? Creating all these thoughts is not at all healthy for us. And it's very important to understand at this point of time, because as the time passes and if we do not change, then in coming time, doctor will say, yes, it's a lifestyle disease, but they cannot prove anything because it's not physical, because it is not related to anything physical. It's very subtle. It's based on energy, it's based on thoughts, it's based on feelings, how we feel the entire day. Okay, so what we just saw is how thoughts and feelings are impacting every single cell of our body based on experience, based on the scientific study, and based on the biology. Nothing says that being angry, being sad, being depressed is okay. Nothing. So, the question is, we have to think positive. Yes? But are we listening it for the first time? We all know we have to think positive. What's new? We know, right? We have to think positive. How to do that? Gone are the days of fiction, right? Now are the days of motivational books. Now are the days of motivational videos. Now are the days of self-help. Everyone is talking about it. How to think positive. Positive actions, okay? Correct implementation, having feeling of gratitude, beautiful. We know everything, right? We know everything. It's all about doing. It's all about doing, right? So I give you two things for your mental health, okay? Just two things. First thing that comes is the diet. Tell me, if someone is unhealthy, and here you want to unmute yourself, okay? If someone is unhealthy, or if someone wants to reduce their weight, what are the methods? Anyone, quickly. I know that's very easy. Diet, raw food. Yes,
So,
Lavanya.
Lavanya, if you can hear me, yeah.
Yeah, you have to eat very frequently to keep yourself very healthy and reduce your weight.
Okay. Okay, what else? Hit the gym. Someone says hit the gym. Aniket says diet and exercise. Good sleep. Very true. Diet and exercise. Thank you so much, Lavanya, for that answer.
Krishna Chaitanya is also in the panel. You can unmute yourself and speak if you wish to. Krishna Chaitanya.
Sure. Go ahead.
Like others mentioned, I thought of saying workout and diet. Both are equally important.
Both are equally important. Yes, of course. The diet and exercise for the body. Do we think for mental health also the same thing applies? The diet and exercise? Yes. Let's see how to do that. Okay. First thing, what is diet? What is diet of the mind? Okay. We are what we watch, what we read, and what we listen. The information. Okay. When we say the physical health, everything is physical. But when we talk about the mental health, everything is going to be subtle, everything is going to be on the basis of energy. So, the real diet for our mental health is the information we are taking. Now, how many of us like to watch violence, terror, horror in Netflix, Amazon Prime, or YouTube? Many says no, 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 horror, no. Then one person says me, me. Good. At least we acknowledge, right? That yes, action. No, I avoid. Perfect. And one person says most of us. All right. You know what? When we need peace in our life, when we need peace in our relationships, do we need action in our relationships or we need peace in our relationships? Think. We have time. We need peace. Everyone says peace. Okay? When we need peace in our relationship, when we need balance in our relationship, when we need health in our relationship, when we need harmony in our relationships, why are we even watching the action, the violence? And then we go and say, you know what? I like it. That's my genre. I like it. No, only watch, read, and listen that you really want to live in your life because it is directly impacting our mind. How? The question is how. For example, we have this habit of watching a lot of violence, a lot of terror. Okay. Today I watched a movie saying this is my entertainment hour, so I'm going to watch some violence, some action because that's my genre. I like it. In the evening, the child went out for playing, okay, and he doesn't come back for 1 hour, for 2 hours. What would be the first thought that would be created in your mind? Be very, very frank about it. What would be the first thought? Anxiety? Yes. Whatever we saw in movie? Yes. Something is wrong? Yes. Negative thoughts. Why? Why? Because that is the very first emotion our mind has created some time back, and it's very easy to access that emotion again. Physically also, if you see whatever things are right in the front of our eyes, it's very easy to access those things. You agree? It's very easy to access those things. Similarly, on mind level, whatever things are there on top of our mind, it's very easy to access those things. So something happens, and our mind normally creates the thought of worry, the thought of sadness, the thought of depression, the thought of anxiety. And then, what we say? It's natural. Everyone thinks like that. No, it's not natural. We think, what we watch, what we read, what we listen. In the same situation, there could be another person, and the person may say, no, nothing happened. Let's see what happened. Let's not worry about it. He might be with his friends. She might be with her colleagues, anything. Try to remember those situations. How many times actually something happened? Out of 100%, not even 1% time, something bad happens. It's our mind that creates all the negative thoughts, and then we live it again and again and again. It hasn't happened now, but we are living it just because it's there in our mind. Okay, so it's very important to have good diet for the mind. I deserve peace, I deserve happiness, I deserve harmony with myself. There is no point in watching violence, terror, horror. If really a ghost come in front of you, will you really enjoy it? Just watch, read, and listen what you really want in your life. It's very important. Finally, choice is all ours. Second thing, exercise. Now, what is exercise? Exercise to our mind is nothing but what we are, what we think. Okay, so exercise is nothing but meditation. Diet is something we don't have to do any efforts for it. It is naturally, because we have to eat food on physical level also. We have to eat food. So just if we switch from unhealthy diet to healthy diet, it's fine. Body becomes healthy. Body keeps on healing itself. But when it comes to exercise, it takes a little effort, be it physically or be it mentally. So what exactly is meditation? Just sit, relax, withdraw from all the things around you, and creating positive thoughts. Along with creating positive thoughts, visualizing the positive thoughts is meditation. Nothing else. Relaxation plus attention to positive thoughts, it's meditation. Now, anyone in this group who says, I do not know how to meditate? Anyone? And here you need to unmute yourself. Debosmita says she doesn't know, or Purva says she doesn't know. Can you unmute yourself for a minute? Anyone who says,
You can raise your
I,
hand. I can get you on the panel. Please, anyone who wishes to. Okay, we have Devasmita on the panel. Devasmita,
Hello.
Debosmita, you
Yes.
think you do not know how to meditate?
Yes, because I've tried it several times, but
All
the
right,
main,
all right, all right, all right. Okay,
but failed every time.
we will just see. Just now we'll see whether we know how to meditate or we do not know how to meditate. Has there anything happened with you ever where you were just sitting and you thought of something and you became very happy? Something like
Yes.
this has ever happened to you?
Yes.
Something of past. Hmm?
Yes, it is. Yes, it happens.
Okay. Something of past, you just thought about it and you became very sad and maybe
Very
you started
frequent.
crying.
Very frequently. Yes.
Yeah, very frequently. See, this is meditation. This exactly is meditation. Meditation is no big whooshu. No. Thank you so much, Debosmita, for those answers. Meditation is no big deal. Just sitting in a relaxing position and creating thoughts and visualizing. That is meditation. We all know how to do it. We have always been doing it throughout our life. Yes, the only difference is when we think and visualize positive, it gives us relaxation, it gives us happy feelings. When we think and visualize negative, it gives us sad feelings, it gives us sad emotion. The meditation in Hindi is called dhyan. Dhyan, no big deal, just dhyan. We are sitting in some position, we are thinking about the past. If we are normally thinking, we do not become happy or sad. But if we think with so much of attention, with so much of focus, with so much of visualization, when I am able to live that scene again, that's where I become happy or I become sad. This is meditation. Relaxing plus attentive thoughts. Along with that comes the visualization. We all know how to do it. We are doing it. It's just that we have to take it in a constructive way. Instead of creating negative thoughts, instead of focusing on negative thoughts, I have to create the positive thoughts. Okay, let's try it out. Let's sit for a moment and relax. Okay, don't think of anything else. Don't even think I'm learning meditation. Just sit, relax, and close your eyes. Sit, relax, and close your eyes. And whatever I am saying, you have to just create that thought. And whatever I am saying, you have to visualize. I am a peaceful being. I am a peaceful being. Imagine there is a beautiful white light all around me, so shiny, so white, so lustrous. I feel so safe. In that light, I am feeling so relaxed in that white light. And that white light takes me up, up and up in the air. And suddenly that white light has become a cloud. And that cloud is taking me far, far away from this world. And now the cloud lands me in a beautiful, lush green place near a beautiful ocean. The water of the ocean is blue, the greenery all over. I can feel the water just touched my foot, and it gave me a tickling impact on my foot. And I just sit over there, feeling the water, feeling the breeze, looking at the greenery all around. It's so beautiful. I don't want to even come back from this place. It's so relaxing to me. I just love being here. Slowly open your eyes. Anyone who was able to visualize, please raise your hand. Every single word that I said, who was able to visualize the greenery, the blue waters, the breeze, please raise your hand.
Rashika, we have Sapna Suresh who's raised her hand.
Okay.
Sapna, if you can hear us, you can mute
Yes, I
yourself.
can. Sapna, how did you feel?
Simply bliss. Very nice.
Okay. Thank you, Sapna. We have more people who say, Lavanya says, I went to dreamland. Then we have more people who says,
Lavanya is also on the panel. Lavanya, if you wish to speak and tell us your experience.
Rishika, your voice is superb. That's the
Thank
reason.
you.
I think probably we just went to the dreamland.
Thank you. Thank you. So soothing. Soothing effect on mind. Thank you. Can we do this for ourselves? You see what is the difference? This is meditation. This is so simple. We have been to such places. This is nothing new. I told you, right? We know what to do. We know how to do. It's all about knowing why to do. If I think stress is normal, if I think sadness is absolutely normal, jealousy is like everyone have it. Hatred, so common in the fashion. If I think like that, I will never try to meditate because all the unhealthy things, if I give myself permission to live that every single moment, why my mind will even make an effort to do the meditation? Ask yourself, it's important. Diet and exercise. When we are having healthy diet, it's very easy to exercise. But if we are so much into the violence diet, the terror diet, the horror diet, the extramarital diet, the politics diet, then if we sit and we think, oh, okay, today I will think of ocean. No, you cannot. You will only think about violence because it is there on the mind. The mind works in that particular way. If today I ask you, do not think about green apple. Whatever happens, do not think about green apple. How many of you thought about green apple? I asked not to. I asked not to. No, you cannot think about the green apple. Why? This is this is how the mind works. Why mind thinks about green apple? Because there is a register that says green looks like this. There is a register that says apple looks like this. And then I have seen green apple. Why won't I visualize green apple? When green apple comes in my thought, when someone is say green apple, I will visualize green apple, right? This is how the axis of mind works. This is the power of information. If there is a child who doesn't know what is green, who doesn't know what is an apple, and who doesn't definitely know what is a green apple, can never visualize green apple. This is how the mind works. If diet is not healthy, exercise is going to become very, very painful. So, always have good eye on your diet. Only watch, read, and listen what you really want to feel in your life. Because after that, when you sit for meditation, only that will come in your life. I am doing this with so much belief because I have done it and I am doing it every single day. I am also an IT person. And people say IT is tough. No, IT is very easy. It's just that how we think. And when we include this diet and exercise in our life, what exactly happens is the work management. See, we cannot just sit and relax for the entire day. We have to do a lot, right? Today, in the era of multitasking, we have to look into our mobile, we have to go to our office, we have to look after our kids, we have to cook food. Gone are the days when the responsibilities were divided. Women have to be there at home, cook for us, and the male will go outside, will work. No, gone are the days. Today, everyone has to do everything. But how we are doing is what matters. Do we want to do it like this or we want to do it like this? This person is also doing everything, but you see, calm, relaxed. How? How is that even possible? Just because this person here, the one with the smiling face, knows how to withdraw their mind, how to relax their mind. They are using their power to withdraw when they switch from one task to another task. Okay? What is happening with us is when we are watching movie, we are thinking about office work. When we are doing the office work, we are thinking about food. When we are having food, we are thinking about office work. And when we are Playing with our children, we are again thinking about office work, and we are actually doing the office work. We are now thinking about our children. You see what all hodgepodge is there in the mind? Because we have to do a lot, because we are not using our power to relax, to withdraw ourselves. Before moving from one scene to another scene, we have to just relax our mind for 1 minute. Okay, now I am sitting to work. Whenever we sit to do the office work, what all preparations we do? We take out our laptop, we take out our notebook, we take out our pen, we take out our charger. All this is physical preparation. Okay? What is the mental preparation we are doing? Do I say to my mind, now we are doing the office work. Let's focus on office work only. No, we have to give that just 1 minute to our mind, and you will start seeing wonders. This is work management. Now, when the office work is done, now I have to go and make food. I have to cook food or I have to eat food. Now, again, just sit with yourself for 1 minute. Mind, now I will only enjoy my food, because just now I enjoyed doing my work. Now I will enjoy my food. Now it's family time. So let's withdraw ourselves from office, from work, from mobile, from TV, everything. Mind, this is my family time. Let's enjoy with kids. Let's enjoy with family. This is the only difference between this person who is running and trying to do everything and this person who is just smiling and trying to do everything, because we have to do everything. We do not have a choice over there, but we have a choice in how we do it. Just relax, and we would be able to do that when in the morning or at any time we do a simple meditation practice, a relaxation practice, focus practice, just for 10 to 15 minutes. Because that's how we learn, right? How we learn A, B, C, D. When we were small kids, the teacher used to say A, we used to write A, then do some homework, again write A, B, C, D. Then we did cat, mat, rat. Then I am a good girl, I am a good boy. And today we are writing beautiful mails and sending to each other. Yes or no? We are creating beautiful reports. Yes or no? Just a little practice. Just a little practice. And we can do everything. Never ever say this to your mind, meditation is tough. No. Nothing is tough if we know how to take care of ourselves. Okay? I just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. All right. So, time for some self realization. When we realize that how much meditation is important for me, how much this diet and exercise is important to me, that's where my productivity improved. And not just productivity, my overall life improves, because now I'm able to manage everything just with the help of small practice of meditation, and even most importantly, the small practice of taking the right diet. Never say sadness is natural, because when we say something natural or normal, what happens is our mind do not do anything to rectify it. Our mind do not take any action to correctify it. Okay? So I wish that all of us do the meditation just 10 to 15 minutes for your own self. See, we are.
I think we've lost Rishika. Can you guys hear me? Can someone hear me? Okay. I think we've lost Rishika. Rishika, I'll just try and get her back. Uh, Till then, I would request everyone. I'm launching a poll for a feedback for the session that we had so far. Request you to please take a minute and please give your responses here. I'll try and get Rishika online.
Am I audible?
Yes, Rashika. I think we've lost you for a moment here.
Yes,
And
yes, because the battery of the laptop went. It gave me some signals. Your battery is going low. Like life
okay,
is giving us some signals. The
yeah,
battery is going low.
yeah,
Charge yourself. You see what a beautiful example just happened.
great,
We need the battery to run the laptop, but when we say, I do not have time, that's where the laptop goes off. When we say, I have to travel a lot, but I do not have time to fill the petrol, that's where we are not able to move forward, right?
great, Rashika.
Am I visible to you?
Yes, absolutely. We can hear
All
you well
right.
and we can see you well.
So, finally, I would like to tell you that there are two alphabets. One is B, another one is D. For B, the word comes is birth. For D, the word comes is death. And in between, there is another alphabet, which is C. Can anyone tell me what is that C?
Is it change, Rashika?
Yes. Anyone else want to tell what is that C? I'm not able to see the chats and all.
I can read it out for you for now.
Someone says choice.
Correct.
Absolutely, absolutely. The choice. Between birth and death comes the choice. It's our choice how we want to lead our life. Because whatever I shared, you know what? There is nothing new. We all know somewhere deep, 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 we already know what is right for me, what is not so right for me. But at the end of the day, my life reflects my choices. So if I choose to meditate, my choice. If I choose to take good diet, that's again my choice. Because that is something who is which is going to actually impact me in my life. So I say meditation is a way to fix appointment with your own inner self. And thank you so much for listening out to me. Time for questions. I know you people have so many questions.
Thank you so much, Rashika. First of all, I've launched a feedback poll. Please request everyone to give your valuable feedback so that we can continue to arrange sessions like this and put everyone on a holistic path to wellness. Thank you so much, Rashika, for taking us through this journey. I've personally loved the session, and there's a lot of inputs that I'm taking back from this. And yeah, we would like to open the floor for Q&A. Interested people can raise your hands. I will move you to the panel. You can interact with Rashika directly and get your questions answered.
Yes, shoot.
We have some raised hands here. I'm moving them to the panel. Uh,
Sure.
Samiksha Singh, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Samiksha Singh.
Sorry, I had raised my hand long back.
Oh, okay. We're sorry that too many raised hands. We could not get you on panel.
Okay. Let's do one thing. Shiva, what say? Why don't we end this session with a beautiful meditation? We have so many questions.
Yeah.
Of course, we have so many questions. But instead of questioning things, shall we realize how these things are important to us? I think I
Okay.
have covered everything. Why meditation is important, how to do it. I guess all of the thing, unless someone has really some big question, I would like to do some meditation. So if we have question, we can take it for a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, and then we will do a beautiful meditation so that you can all relax over the weekend. Choice is yours again.
And I think that's a beautiful idea. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. If somebody has a question that needs to be answered, you can just put it in the chat box. Otherwise, if it's not really an important question, we can move forward to doing a meditation session.
Someone asked me, can you please suggest some self-help books? Yes, definitely. There is a very beautiful book that I read in my childhood, which is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. There is another book which is Law of Attraction. And I personally listen to many, many motivational videos in YouTube. I listen to Gaur Gopal Das. I listen to Sister Shivani. I listen to Sandeep Maheshwari. I listen to Sadhguru based on my, my mood. I listen to different people. If I want to listen to some good story, I go to Guru Gopal Das. If I want to listen to something really deep and intellectual, logical, but again, full of spiritual knowledge, I go to Sister Shivani. If I want to learn something new in life, I go to Sadhguru. You know what? YouTube is full of all these people, all these motivational speakers. Again, our choice. So there are many good speakers over there. Yes.
Rishika, we have Rahul who wants to ask a question.
Sure. Go ahead, Rahul.
Yeah, Rashika, just one thing. Actually, I've tried meditation and earlier, you have heard that Vipassana and Sister Shivani also, I have also tried that meditation provided by Brahma Kumaris. But my
Okay.
question is actually, I've tried all these things, but I've tried likewise. I tried these things only for few days, and then the discontinued will happen. So, is there any tip for that so that we can continue this for long time?
Hmm. Rahul, can I ask one question to you?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you working?
Yes, yes, yes.
Why?
Working for yeah, for money for for my family.
Okay. What will happen if you do not work?
Yeah, things changed actually. Everything I cannot imagine if I'm if I don't work, then
What
many
will
things
happen? What will
many things
happen?
will
If you do
impact.
not work, what will happen?
What things I actually if I don't work, I cannot enjoy any
Hmm?
moment.
You cannot enjoy any moment, or
Yeah,
just financially you will be impacted.
yeah, not financially actually. If everything will be impacted actually.
Everything will be impacted. So, working is a survival issue for us, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
As similarly, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health is now a survival issue. Why? Because the life has become very, very uncertain. We do not know what the next moment bring for us. We have to manage a lot, Rahul. As we already discussed in the slides also, there is lot to manage. If we do not know how to manage our mind, we will be in a very vicious circle of stress. We will be in a vicious circle of negativity. We will be in a vicious circle of competition and comparison. But once you start meditating, you will realize that there is a lot that is inside you that will lure you. Instead of going outside, you would like to spend some time with yourself inside you. Once you meditate, you will realize the work you were before able to do in 6 or 7 hours, now you are able to do in 4 hours. Why? Because the productivity has increased. Why the productivity has increased? Because now I know how to manage my mind. Because now I know how to enjoy the things which I am doing. Like we said, when I'm with my family, I'm able to enjoy with my family. When I'm doing work, I'm able to do just work. When I'm looking at the mobile, I'm just looking at the mobile. I'm not doing anything else. We are not saying stop doing everything else. We are saying whatever we are doing, we have to do it with full focus and with full attention. The simplest way to improve your focus and attention is doing meditation. So, whenever your mind says, no, I'm bored, I don't want to do meditation anymore, try to have try to have this kind of conversation with your mind. Like, do you have any small children in your home?
No, not actually.
Okay. Anywhere around you,
Yeah, definitely.
you know how we have a conversation with small children? We just try to explain them why you should do this, because this is good for you. Because when we were small children, our parents tried to tell us every single day, you have to go to a school, you have to write, you have to read, otherwise what will you do in life? We have to ask this question to ourselves. If I do not keep up with my mental health, what am I going to do in life? Because in coming times, the things are going to get complicated. You know the kind of competition out there. You know that, right? The
Yeah.
kind of things out there. When outside nothing is certain, when outside everything is complex, it's very easy to at least make our mind simple and relaxed. Okay, like I told you, when I was charging, my laptop was giving me signals, battery is going low, battery is going low. I did not put any effort, and finally, off. So the time is giving us signals. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. So this is our survival issue now. Emotional health is a survival issue because we cannot afford to irritate anymore. We cannot afford to shout on people. No one is going to listen to us, be it office, be at home. Everything is at risk if we are always irritated or frustrated. But everything is beautiful if we are relaxed, if we are productive, if we are enjoying the life. Okay? That's why meditation is very, very important. And when I say meditation, don't think I have to do this. No. Just sit back comfortable, relax your mind, think of beautiful, positive thoughts. And that's what I wanted to do in the last 15 minutes, a beautiful, relaxing meditation, so that you all can have a kind of self talk over the weekend and ask yourself questions how we want to live our life. Scientifically, we have seen, biologically, we have seen, based on experience, we have seen that being relaxed, why it's so important, right? So now, between B and D comes the C. Between birth and death comes the choice. Who has the choice?
Okay, Shika. Thank you.
You're welcome. Say thanks to yourself when you are able to do it for yourself, right? Shall we start with meditation?
Yes, Rashika. Before we go into meditation, I would like to just make a small announcement
Okay.
that we run a daily guided meditation session every day from 5 to 5:15 p.m., Monday to Friday. People who think who are new to meditation or unable to do it, you can join these sessions. I'm just posting the link in the chat box. This is run by Shraddha Agarwal, a very senior person who does daily guided meditations for us. So request you to join this program and start your journey of meditation here. And yes, now we can move to meditation.
Sure. Let's sit back comfortable. Again, just for next 10-15 minutes. Just drop off everything and sit back comfortable. This is my time. I have to look after many, many things. For that, I need to charge myself before taking care of others. I need to take care of myself. This is the call of time. This is the call of my body. This is the call of my mind. I just want to be peaceful and relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the positivity, all the divinity, all the freshness. And breathe out all the stress, all the negativity, and everything that brings me down. I am a peaceful being. I am a happy being. There is all the white light around me, a beautiful, divine, white, lustrous light all around me. I feel so safe and so comfortable in this white light. This is my comfort zone. I see this light now going inside my body. And I am feeling so light, so relaxed. Like I am flying higher and higher up in the air. like I got my own wings, beautiful white wings. I am able to touch clouds. The clouds seem like a cotton to me. They are so soft, so beautiful, so light. I am riding with clouds now, and I am going up and up in the air. There I see a beautiful pink light. The entire sky is filled with beautiful pink shining light. I get inside it and I realize this is the light of happiness. And then I see it is actually coming from me. I have so much happiness inside of me, but somehow it was clouded by negativity, by sadness, by hatred, by jealousy. As I come above all those things, I am able to feel the light of my own happiness, the beautiful pink light of happiness. I am a happy being. Being in this light is so relaxing, so comfortable. I keep go up and up, and there I see beautiful green light. And I see a new world over here. The world where there are very less people, but everyone is so helping, so kind, so beautiful. Instead of walking, they are flying. I have just landed in the world of fairies, in the world of angels, and the green light is the light of love. The green light is the light of acceptance. The green light is the light of support. These lights are now part of my aura. I come down. I again sit in the place where I started, but now I bring with me the light of happiness, the light of love, and the light of peace. And this light is now spread in my entire house. Love, peace, and happiness is in the air. All my family members can feel it. And we all are becoming happy, peaceful, and loveful with each other, accepting each other, treating each other with love and respect. Today, I have given this gift of peace, love, and happiness. It's like a perfume on me. With whomsoever I meet today and tomorrow and day after, I am going to share my light of happiness, peace, and love with everyone. This is my gift to the world. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you keep your gift of peace, love, and happiness with yourself and share it with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rashika. Thank you. It was an amazing session, and the meditation was really, really good. It's very impactful. Thank you so much for joining us this evening and taking us through this journey. And I hope everyone feels the same about the session. And I hope everyone has something to take away from here and maybe start our journey of meditation going forward. Thank you for being the catalyst. Thank you everyone for joining this evening. I hope we had a great session. We'll meet in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rashika.